I just want to thank all of you guys so much for sharing your stories, your testimonies, texts, your emails, all this that you've been sending and posting about this 25-year Sonicflood anniversary celebration. Pretty amazing. It's hard to believe. Some people are just telling me, Jeff, I can't even believe it's been 25 years. But I'm so grateful for the testimonies. I'm so thankful to have been a part of that as the lead singer. That pink CD that came out in 1999, 25 years ago. So one story I remember, when the album came out in February of 1999, the album was just flying off the shelves. I know this is a new concept. We didn't have iTunes, we didn't have Spotify, we didn't have any of that stuff. People actually went to Christian bookstores or to Target or wherever, and they bought CDs. These albums, they were just flying off the shelves, selling just tons of them. It was an incredible blessing. The songs on the radio were happening. Number one single, I Want to Know You. Number one single, I Could Sing of Your Love Forever. Well, one of the things you do, obviously, when you're a band is you tour. We were doing dates, getting on the road and traveling and doing different events. One of the things that you do as a band is tour during the summer, and a lot of what you do during the summer is play at festivals, right? Summer festivals, music festivals all over the country. And one of the most popular festivals out there is Creation Fest. It happens in Pennsylvania. Upward of like 90,000 people coming out to this thing. But the way that our album came out in February, artists were already booked for the summer, and so there wasn't a spot for us, and nobody knew that Sonicflood was going to be big. So but by March, April, Sonicflood is all over the nation. So now Creation Fest is really wanting to have us, but they've already got all their slots filled. So what they decided to do was to put up a huge tent out in a field right near the main stage that would hold about 2,000 people. And they just said, man, we'd love for you guys to come. Would you lead a time of worship for like an hour? And so we're like, sure, we'll come. And we had no idea what to expect. You know, we're thinking we're gonna play in a tent. Could be like, you know, a couple hundred people in there, which would be amazing. But I'll never forget that moment. And please hear me when I say this. This has nothing to do with the numbers. Not because there was 2,000 people and the tent was overflowing with people, like people standing outside of the tent. I'm telling you, the presence of God and the way God was moving in that tent. I mean, it wasn't a tall tent. We were on a stage, and so I could almost touch the ceiling of the tent from the stage. It didn't have amazing production. But I'm telling you, we worshiped God like crazy in that tent. And if there are some of you out there who remember that Creation Fest tent, it was an incredible time, summer of 1999, and we just worshiped the Lord and we gave it everything we had. I don't know if I've ever sweat so bad in my life just in that tent. It was so hot. People were in there just going after God, seeking God, passionate, lifting their hands, falling on their faces, and it was one for the memory books for sure. So I'm so thankful to have been a part of that. And that's just another one of the stories that I wanted to share as we celebrate 25 years of Sonicflood.